Hey guys, how are you doing? Back with another room guide here for you, this time for Shen. There are actually going to be two room guides in this video. There'll be one for if you're playing solo and you're trying to carry, and there'll be one for if you're trying to team fight. So first of all, the one that I've got loaded up is your solo queue one. So I'd tell you to go for your precision first line using press the attack as your main keystone. Obviously this allows you to deal more damage after having 3 attacks on the opponent. So when you use that with Shen's abilities, obviously he's got a double attack within one of them, which also deals percentage health damage. So you get that plus an auto attack, means you've already procced press the attack straight away in there. So we're going to add Triumph to that as well. Triumph restores 15% of your missing health and grants an additional 25 gold on takedown. Now that is brilliant for a tank, because you go into a team fight, you take out one of them, your health regen. You take out another one, your health regen. You get jumped topside, you manage to take out one, you get health regen. So it's a really, really beneficial thing for a tank. On here, now I tell you to take the attack speed. This is for more my play style than anything. So we press the attack. The higher your attack speed, the better it's going to work out. You're going to get off more damage. So I tell you to take the attack speed boost on here. A lot of people would tell you to take Tenacity. The only thing for me for Tenacity is I know my champions. I know what's going to happen if they get CC'd. I know how to maneuver my champions. So I prefer to have that extra damage dealing blow than to have something that's just going to give me a bit of movement and escape from CC. If needs be, I'd usually build something to get me out of that CC, like take Cleanse or get a QSS or something like that if really need to. Finally on this line, I'd tell you to take Coup de Grace. Coup de Grace deals 10% more damage to champions who have less than 40% health. Additional takedowns on champions grant adaptive bonus of 9 damage or 15 ability power. So on here, yeah, it's not really going to do anything at the start, but you should be able to get them below 40% health with press the attack relatively quick. Especially with Shen's shields and Shen's blocks, means you're going to be able to stay there for some time. So this will get them lower, and as soon as you get that takedown, they're then going to get a permanent bonus of attack damage. So for me, that's the way to go. Some people will tell you to go for Last Stand. I have said with some of my tanks to take Last Stand, because you are going to jump in there and absorb a lot of damage before you can really get any damage off. But Shen's going to keep his health relatively high because of his passive with the shield, and because of that AoE shield that you can cast as well. So for me, it's definitely got to be Coup de Grace. Secondly, I'd tell you to take Resolve. Now, because you've taken Precision first, you'll get an extra 18% attack speed. They're helping you press the attack quicker. On here, if you're taking it as a main route, I'd tell you to take Demolish. But as you're playing a tank but with damage, I would tell you to take Conditioning to get that extra armor and get that extra magic resist once you hit 10 minutes. And tell you to take Overgrowth. Now, Overgrowth on this line is a bit questionable. For me, focus on getting your farm, focus on dealing out that damage and making sure you're going to gain that extra health in lane. But it's a permanent health increase, so for me it works out quite well as far as I'm concerned. Just make sure you go for a Tiamat so you get your AoE damage, and you'll start building your Sunfire Cape. So you get the AoE damage off that, so you can get rid of minions quicker, get rid of monsters quicker, and therefore get your health up quicker. Some people tell you to go for Revitalize because of his passive casting that shield. However, the passive is, I think it's like an 8-second cooldown. He's probably not going to proc that often with this in a team fight. I also don't think really you'd actually notice it that much. I don't think you're going to notice the benefit too much. Unless it works with you casting a shield onto somebody, say your ult, but then you're personally not going to notice that. Your team may, well, your team will, but you will not notice that, so it's not going to benefit you. The other one, Second Wind. Second Wind is probably one of my favourite choices on this line. I either go for Second Wind or I go for Overgrowth. I don't think, were you going for the damage here, you're obviously going to get a Titanic Hydra as part of your build. I don't think that Second Wind is going to be useful just because your health is going to be not as high as, say, a lot of tankier champions like Maokai, Ornn, where getting that extra health back is going to be like a massive chunk of your health if you're missing a bit of your health. Whereas Shen's going to be a bit more of a fighter, a bit more of a bruiser, more on the tankier side, but he's not going to have that HP levels that the others are going to get. So I'd definitely tell you to go for Overgrowth. For the team fight one, I'd tell you to swap it around. Sorry, my chair's moved. So for the team fight, I'd tell you to take Resolve first, go more tanky. I'd definitely tell you to take Grasp of the Undying. The only way I'd tell you to swap that is if you're going to play Shen support, play Guardian. Guardian is ridiculous as a support, and I don't see enough people using it. Possibly because a lot of the supports are going for something that benefits them more than something that's benefiting the team. Whereas it's not really a role as a support. You're not going to carry as a support, not unless you're playing brand support anyway. Personally, yeah, so it's depending on where you're playing, Grasp of the Undying or Guardian. Second, I'd go for Demolish. Mainly because you're not going to get too much of CC in there if you're Font of Life. Yeah, you've got your Taunt, but it's not really going to last that long. You're not going to be able to say like an Ornal where it's going to your possibility of knocking up all 5. Very rare you're going to get a Taunt from 5 on Shen. Don't really think Font of Life is going to really help your team out that much. And Unflinching, I don't rate at all. To be able to gain Tonicity after using a Summoner spell, definitely don't rate it. So I'd say, yeah, go for Demolish. So, third line down, you are going to want to go for Conditioning again. Survive for 10 minutes, get the extra armor, get the extra magic resist. Simple. Again on here, Overgrowth. Now this time on your second run, we are going to go for Precision. So on here, because you've swapped them around, you get an extra 130 health. So this is definitely your tankier build. That is instead of your increased attack speed. You are still going to want to take Triumph, get that extra health, and get that extra gold on takedown. And I'm going to tell you to skip the attack speed and take Coup de Grace, take that extra damage. It should definitely still work out relatively well on Shen, even though you're not using Pressy attack and stuff like that. But it's definitely the better way to go as far as I'm concerned. Hope you've enjoyed the video, hope it helps you out. Let me know in the comments which side you prefer, or if you think that there's a different build that you'd prefer to use. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, make sure you drop us a subscribe, and make sure you check us out on Twitch as well. See you later.